So, working on the crisis line, of course, there are situations where it is completely appropriate and necessary to call police to the house or to the location of the person who is in crisis. Like, there are situations where somebody need to go out there, and it has to be somebody who will restrain, who will handle the situation in a very specific kind of way. Now, I do understand that there are quite a few people who are upset at sending, us having to send police. I do understand that, because police have historically misused and abused their position in a very traumatizing way. And so I do understand that. But my question for you, for those of you guys who are very upset with us having to send police, my question for you is this. If we remove the police component, which, okay, let's talk about that. What do you recommend that we replace that with, or replace them with? If you are someone who is recommending that, we don't call the police. Stop calling the police. That's what I hear people saying. Stop calling the police. The police are the safety issue. The police are going to make sure that they escalate their plan. The police are going to do this. The police are going to do that. Don't call the police, right? I can respect those thoughts because I share some of those thoughts. And at the same time, what do you recommend we do to replace that particular service? And that's the question there. Now, I recognize that quite a few of you guys will not be able to answer this question because you have in no way been a first responder to someone who is having suicidal thoughts, or you have in no way been in a professional, role of supporting someone. Maybe you've been like a friend or a loved one of somebody who's had suicidal thoughts, so you are not held to any ethical guidelines. You're not held to any protocols. You can handle that situation any way you want to handle it, and there are no governing bodies who are going to tell you did that wrong, right? But as a professional who is supporting people in crisis, we have protocols. This is a profession, and so we are regulated. And so my question to you, a real question is, if we remove the police, which I'm okay with this conversation, honestly. If we remove the police, what do we replace them with? Real question. Don't rush to answer it. Really reflect on that.